What's up, everybody? A little early, I know, and I apologize for that. Um, but I got called into work for tonight, so I have to do this a little sooner than expected. Irene, how you doing today? So, oh, Jared, what's up, man? Long time no see or talk. How are you today? So, hopefully, you guys are doing well. Let's start this video off right. Oh, yeah. If you know me, you know what this is. No, it's not a beer. It is my aunt. And you are not seeing things. There's something different about my background. I have a green screen, if you guys can't tell, directly behind me. I finally got it. I got it set up. I got new headphones. Hopefully, you guys can see those all right, hear me all right. Um, yeah, just a couple of things, new things that have been going on. So, but I wanted to talk to you guys about something, and it's the title of today's video, Death Part 2. Looks good. Thanks, Irene. It's nice, too, because now you guys don't even know what I'm drinking. But yes, Death Part 2. I did a video, I want to say April. Yeah, it must have been April when my aunt passed away. One thing I've been noticing as of recent is there is a lot of people that have been moving on. Just through Facebook, I've noticed it. I've heard about a lot of things. So I kind of want to touch base with everybody real quick. This is not going to be a long video. I'm sorry, but I have, like I said, I have to go to work this evening, so I do apologize. But for those of you who know me or have my personal Facebook page, a coworker of mine passed away recently. When I say recently, I mean not even 24 hours ago. This year has been a very rough year. I have known a lot of people that have passed away. I have known a lot of people that have lost individuals in their lives, whether it's loved ones, friends, family members, coworkers. It's just to give you an idea. I've had, this is now my fourth this year. That's, if you think about it, it's every 2 months. We're in August, and I've had 4 people move ahead. Started the year off with my cat Tweety. I had to put her down. That was rough. That was very rough. The month, I believe, after her, April 1st, is when my aunt passed away. And this aunt of mine wasn't one of those aunts where you only see on Christmas or, a holiday aunt. There's nothing wrong with that. This aunt lived very close to me and was very close to me. She basically helped raise me, and she passed away. The positive side of her passing, though, is not only did she beat cancer once, she had cancer a while ago, a couple of years back. She beat it. Her body just gave out. So I always say that cancer never beat her. She beat cancer. So I take some solace in that. Sorry for your loss. Hey, Scott. Hey, brother. Thank you. I know a lot of death And does it open new portals? Good question. Does it create a domino effect? I'll get to that in just a moment, Irene. That's a good question. And then let's see. About a month ago, Mackenzie and I had to put her cat down, Lucian. Maybe it was a little over a month. Maybe it was about 2 months ago. There was some issues with him as well. The vet, let's just say, ignored a lot of the things. It was a long story, long, messy story. And we had to put him down. I mean, we're talking within 24 hours, he went from being a big old fluff. You guys should remember Lucian. If you watch my videos, that potato used to join me every once in a while. He's the one we had to put down. And it happened within 24 hours. It went from him something wrong to something's definitely wrong. So that was really hard for me. It was hard for my wife, really hard for my wife. And now this individual, just for privacy, I will not go into full details on what happened to this individual. Looking good with the new background, though. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. I don't know if you caught it, Scott, but it's nice because now I can actually hide my drink, even though you guys know what it is. But because of privacy, I'm not going to go into details on who this individual was. But I will say that, I worked with this person for almost a year. And every time I worked with him, it was a lot of fun. It was a good time. He may not have been the most cheerful individual, but he was a good guy. Hard worker. I will give him that. Which kind of leads me to why I'm doing this video. I hope if the family does see this, I'm happy. I'm glad. Because I am going to go over a couple of things really quick. And it's kind of reiterating the first death video I've done. It's not something that, a lot of teams or even live streamers really talk about. We talk about what happens after death. We talk about, the paranormal, like we did with Barnaby this past Friday. We talked about the cryptics and zoology. I can't speak. Cryptozoology. Talk to you later. Have to jump off. All right, Scott, we'll catch you later. So we talk about all these things that happen after, but we don't talk about the actual event itself. So that's kind of what I want to touch base on today. And I want to first say this, people. Duck lips. Maybe on your Friday night, fright night. I'm not even going to let myself live that down. But I want to talk about what actually, not actually what happens, because even I don't know exactly what happens. I know the body passes, but I want to talk about the toll that it takes on the individuals themselves. Ghost Sisters, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Sorry it has to be about such a somber subject, but thank you for joining us today. That just threw me off. So here's the thing, guys. In my field, in this field, in our field, in the paranormal, we deal with this literally every day. Every day we investigate. Every time we investigate, every time we go out, we are dealing with death. And some of you may be kind of curious on what I mean by that. Well, here's the thing. I would be interested in watching you interview on Matt's show. There goes my manager. Leave it to Scott. Taking a somber subject and turning it into this. That's why he's my brother. That's why I love him. I love this guy. But here's what I mean by we deal with death. People, these spirits, entities, ghosts, whatever you want to call them, they've passed on. One of the big things that a big question that's been going on for years and years and years and years and years now has been, is there life after death? That's the biggest question. I know you've all probably heard it. Well, us as paranormal investigators, we know that answer. Otherwise, who are we talking to? What are we talking to? There's obviously something. Our question is, what happens after death? Now, I'm a Christian. I think it's wrong side. There it is. I forget. I look at the camera and I'm still doing it. But I'm a Christian. I've been born and raised a Christian, and I know obviously there's heaven and there's hell, but it appears that there's something else in between, and that's what we're trying to figure out, isn't it? That's why we're doing what we're doing. Besides, helping people, that's the big one. But we're also trying to help these spirits. So obviously, there is some sort of existence in between. Now, whether it's an immediate, you can go to heaven or you can go to hell or you can do this, you can do that. There's something, but there's obviously another plane there. Then there's another stage that we're not seeing. Now, we can go into different theories on the multiverse theory. We can go, several different ways for it. So Jared said, here's my thoughts on it. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. And we are beings of energy, so therefore we cannot be destroyed. There is life after death. That is actually a very good point. What is our consciousness? You're going back to the absolute basics. What is consciousness? What is our mind? What is our soul? Everything is electronic. Me talking to you guys is electronic, not, my microphone, the laptop, my lights. Everything that I'm saying or that we say has to go through some sort of energy, an electrical output between our brain, our mouth, and our body, even movement, everything. So absolutely. So we've already answered that one question. Is there life after death? Yes, there is. I fully and wholeheartedly believe it. And if you're a Christian, you believe it. If you just are an enthusiast of the paranormal, you believe in it. We all believe that there is obviously something out there. We're trying to figure out what. So once you start thinking from that mindset, that sting of death kind of softens. I'm not saying that, it is absolutely, it goes away. I'm not going to say that, because let's be real with each other, folks. Death sucks. I'm very blunt. Ghost Sisters, I am very blunt with this. So I don't know if this is the first time watching, so buckle in. Either way, I'm very happy to have each and every one of you here. So that being said, we all know that there is life. And like I said, it does soften the sting, but at the same time, it still does hurt. The way I think about it, like when my aunt passed away, she was in pain. She was not my aunt that raised me. She was not the aunt that, we used to hang out by the pool and all my cousins and I would come over and we just, it would be a lot of fun. She wasn't my aunt that I knew. She was still there. But when she passed, yes, I can't go see her. I can't physically go out to get coffee with her. I can't physically take her out for dinner. I can't go visit over at the house. I can't see her physically. The cat, my cat Lucian, well, Mackenzie's cat Lucian, my cat Tweety, I can't hold them. I can't cuddle with them. I can't pet them. But from a paranormal standpoint, I know they're not gone. So if you think about it, you don't say goodbye to these people. You're saying, I'll see you later. Wait for me. Do I know my aunt, my cat, Lucian, all my other family members that I passed on? Are they waiting for me? Yes. Where are they waiting for me? I've got two guesses. but they're definitely waiting for me. I will be reunited with them. And it kind of comforts me in that sense. And again, I'm not trying to just talk religion here. I mean, yes, I know I will be reunited in a heaven because that's what I believe. I believe that's where I'm going. I know that's where I'm going. But I know at some point in time, I will be reunited. I will see these individuals again. It's just another journey. It's another journey I'm going to take when my physical body shuts down. And that's all it is. It's like, for me, if you think about it, it's kind of like your computer. Your computer, your cell phone, whatever, if that powers down, you don't charge the battery, do whatever, something breaks, and your computer dies, the internet's not gone. The websites aren't gone. Your information is not gone. It's still loaded somewhere. Maybe it's a form of reincarnation. Who knows? Just like kind of like this. You go get a new computer and you just log in. Everything is still there. So when you think about it that way, it kind of helps. And in actuality, guys, do not take this out of context. But in a sense, oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm reading your comments as we're going, but Christy just threw me off. That's all right. You guys deserve it, Christy. Everyone, I think, will agree. You guys remember Doug and Christy from Paratime Investigations? They're out on date night. Have fun, guys. Not too much. But Irene, Jared, we'll get back with you guys. Just give me 1 second. Threw me off. But like I said, if you get a new computer, all your stuff is still there. So that's just my outlook on it. That's my outlook. That's my thought. And again, don't take this out of context, guys. But you take everything I said into consideration, I'm kind of jealous of the dead. I am jealous. I've admitted that before. Now, I'm not saying, guys, that I'm going to join them anytime soon. I hope not, because I'm not done with you guys. I'm not done with my wife. Definitely not done with my daughter yet. So I'm safe. Don't worry. But I am jealous because we've already discussed that there is life after death. We just want to know, what is it? What happens? They have that answer. I want to know. So if you think about it, they're still around. We know there's life after. There's something after. Something happens after death. We are trying to figure out what. So you think about it, it does help. It does help. And it to me is very reassuring. But again, like I said, it still sucks. It still is a terrible thing. It still is a part of life that we cannot avoid. I will say it again. We cannot avoid death. One analogy I use in some of my grief counseling with people is, they say, why does it happen? Like my coworker, healthy guy, real healthy, went in for something very minor, very easy to do, ended up in the ICU. It was confusing. And then when he passed, one of the big questions, another question I should say, is why? Why does this happen? You look at, our soldiers, our troops, kids, teenagers, adults, aunts, uncles, brothers, anybody. Every death is tragic, and we all say, why? Why does this happen? Here's the way I look at it. Death, your death, my death, is like a lottery. You can go to the store every day and play the lottery. Eventually, you'll win. You just don't know what day. You're not going to wake up and automatically know, today's the day I'm going to win the lottery. Obviously, there are some, outside criteria that can control death, but let's just go off of let's just go off of normal circumstances. And I know normal in this show is not a thing, but let's just say, about going from like day-to-day life. You never know when it's going to happen. You never know when your time is up. You never know when your number will be called. And when you do, and when it does, you've got zero control. It's like being born. You cannot control that. Now, you can sit there and say, well, Matt, yeah, you can. Your parents did it. Yeah, but you personally cannot control that. That's my point. My point is you can't control when you will be born. You cannot control when you will pass away. Which the main focus on this video, if you haven't listened to anything I said, focus on this, please. Every day, and this is and by the way, guys, I want this to be a challenge for anybody watching me. If you can hear my voice, make this your challenge for not just today, not tomorrow, not just next week, next year, until your number is called. I challenge everybody to go up to just one person and treat them with the utmost respect and show them kindness. Whether it's, if you see somebody with a kid and, kids trying to get a soda or something at the grocery store, pay for it for them. Help them out. Hold the door open. Offer to help. You'll throw them off. And the other thing is with your friends and your family, when you say goodbye, you go to work, go down to the store, go for a walk, on the phone, doesn't matter. When you're in contact with your friends and your family, I challenge you to say goodbye, like it will be your last time. And I'm not trying to scare anybody, but that's what I do every time. Every time I speak with my wife, every time I speak with my daughter, every time I see one of my friends, even you guys, I put my soul into it. So that way, in case I never come back, you guys know that you guys and they mean something to me. I want you guys to do that. Again, I know this is a very somber and touchy subject. I know. But it is a part of life. And it's just something we have to deal with. That's just the way it is. Now let me catch up with your guys' comments. So let's see. Irene, when they pass on, they're always watching over you. Actually, Irene, I agree. I do agree that the friends, family, although I do agree that they will watch over you. I believe that wholeheartedly. And actually, a lot of times I found when I go on these investigations, when I have clients, I will get reports of, mothers, fathers, grandfathers, whoever, that have passed on literally a couple weeks prior. So typically what I find is that these spirits are coming back to tell families, hey, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's fine. You can be done mourning, move on with your life, be happy. And when they get ignored, that's when people get called in. So that's what I found. Jared wrote me a book. Existence is a circle. Life, adolescence, elderly, death. The circle continues as we live and thrive, even as we die. Once the circle ends, it starts over. We go to where we are supposed to go. However, that's when we get to the subject of past lives and reincarnation. Yeah, Jared, I agree with. I'll say I won't disagree. I'm not saying I disagree. I'm saying I do agree to an extent. But here's the fun part with paranormal: everything's a theory. You are getting into the reincarnation type thing. But I think there's something else with it, like maybe reincarnation 2.0. In other words, instead of being reincarnated as whatever, if you were good, you get another human body. If you're bad, you get a slug or something or an ant. I think it's more of an energy reincarnation. I think your energy gets transferred to something different. And I'm not saying like, cell phone or something like that. I'm only saying cell phone because mine's right here. I have a whole new setup. And if you guys want, I can show you kind of the final product of what I've got going on. But yeah, so I think that's what you're kind of getting at, Jared. And like I said, I agree to an extent. Irene, I know my mom is with me. I look at it this way: family members typically won't stay too far away. Emotionally, it's draining for the family members. It really is. And that's kind of why I'm here. That's why I want to be here. I said in my last video that I know Irene, I know you were there and William was here. That's kind of where I want to be. I want to be available to individuals for a time like this. And that's why I'm doing this video. So you can share it with people who have lost, to show that, look, it is okay. It is a part of life. Things happen, good, bad, whatever. It still happens, but there is hope. There is at least something. There is some kind of condolence or some kind of thing that is going to happen that is going to make things a lot better. I'm starting to ramble. But that's why I wanted to do this, is to show people, look, there is something more. Death is not the end. It is the end of a chapter, but it's not the end of the book. Which Cyrus even said, "Hey Cyrus, how you doing, brother? Death is just opening a door to another adventure." Perfect. I didn't even see that, Cyrus. So great minds here. Cyrus, I agree 100%. Irene, I was close to death's door and it was so peaceful and warm, and I am not afraid to die. I feel kind of the same way. Like, I've had a couple of near-death experiences myself. But you're right. I mean, the one I had that I kind of remember, I don't want to say vividly, but I somewhat remember. I didn't have any pain. I felt nothing. It was like going to sleep. It was great. But I wasn't done. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't just, I knew that wasn't it. No. And no. That's all I'll get into. Irene also says, Jared, we believe that, and if you aren't finished with your work, you come back. Absolutely. Yeah, see, that's, like I said, there's a lot of things in the paranormal field that are either theory, and if you believe it, I'm not trying to bash you, but I'm just saying it is a theory out there, because it's just a nicer word of saying it. But we don't know what happens. We don't know what happens when we leave this body. We don't know what happens when your number's called. We don't know, but they do. So like I said, that's kind of where I get a little on the jealous side of the dead. But like I said, I'm not gonna act on that. I'd rather find out for myself. I'd rather get it from the source. But that's why we do what we do, right, guys? So, but I also want to let you guys know, this is going to be the end of the video, by the way. Like I said, this is a short video. I was pronounced dead at 19 from a car accident, but was brought back. Cyrus. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that one. I remember you telling me about that. But like I said, this is going to be a short video, guys. I do apologize. I actually have to go in, get ready for work here in a little bit. But like I said, I wanted to do this because, number one, I wanted to reiterate what was said on my first death video. And the other thing is, I want people to know that if you want somebody to talk to, you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I really do. I mean that 110%. If anybody out there needs someone to talk to, you have any questions about it, you just want to let your anger out and vent, I'm here. That's what I am here for. I am a paranormal consultant. You can see it on the green screen right here. I am a paranormal consultant, but at the same time, I care. I care about each and every one of you. I mean, like I said, since yesterday's video, we've actually gained 12 more likes to the Facebook page. I am very excited about that. I really am excited, and I'm very happy. Thank you all so much. Now, I want to give back more. So please, guys, I hope everybody gets something out of today's video. I hope you guys share this with people, because we never know who might need it. Like I said, friends, family, coworkers, random person on the street, you never know what they're going through. and you never know who might need to hear this message. But that was quick. That was a quick half hour. So if you guys could, go ahead and find me on social media. Again, don't miss a video. Like it says on the bottom, hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff. I don't want to sound like I'm promoting myself, but my manager would get mad at me if I didn't. And also, please feel free to check out my new website, ghostlyconsultant.com. I didn't forget it. I was waiting for it to pop up. But check me out on that. There you can find all my links to all my social media sites, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that great stuff. You'll find me on there. But yeah. Now, as far as tomorrow, guys, is concerned, I'm going to try to do something game-wise. I might do Phasmophobia tomorrow. I'm not sure. Or I might just save all my energy for Friday. We have Josh Morris coming in. I cannot wait. He is a slew of information, and I am so excited to talk with him. So please, like I said, if you haven't already, hit the like, hit the hit the share button, give me a follow, get all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you on at least at minimum Friday. So stay tuned. Hopefully I'll have something out for tomorrow for Phasmophobia or maybe another game. I don't know. Got some things to work on, but I'm definitely going live on Friday with Josh Morris. You don't want to miss it. I have been waiting for a long time to talk with this gentleman. Shared too. Thank you, Irene. Appreciate you. And I appreciate you guys being here with me today. Like I said, I hope you guys got something out of it. So, all right, you guys have yourselves a great rest of your day. Have fun at work. I know I will. Have fun. Stay safe. And as always, folks, happy hauntings.